Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin our program, how about a round of applause for the Brunch trio consisting of Maureen, Tim, and Isaac. And Maureen, who is also down at the Blanchet house at least once a week, she's a nurse and she helps us out there, plays her harp at lunch once in a while, and she has written a song about the theme of what we're doing here today. So, Maureen, take it away.
It's time to join as one and lend a helping hand. Hope lights the way for peace, peace in our day. Yes, it's time to join as one and lend a helping hand. In our day, it's time to join as one and lend a helping, to lend a helping hand.
Maureen, Brunch, and the Brunch trio, thank you very much. So good morning, everyone. It's good to be back and see faces instead of just cameras doing virtual events like this. So it's been a 2-year wait to get back and have you here gathering together. So good morning and welcome to the Lend a Helping Hand Blanchet House and Farms fundraising event. My name is Rich Ulring. I'm a proud member of the board of directors at the Blanchet House, and my family, particularly my wife, Mary Ann's family, have been supporters of the Blanchet House since 1952. So, and thank you for being here, and especially we want to welcome our virtual viewers who are going to hopefully be helping us raise some money today for a very worthy cause. First, I'd like to thank our sponsors who make events like this so special, and a special thanks for our presenting sponsor this morning, Fortis Construction, right down here in our front. And these gentlemen and their staffs, they built the new Blanchet house. And I know Schomer & Sons are building the new farm, so I know the Schomer & Sons table is around here somewhere. thank you for being here as well. And Sarah Architect is here somewhere in the house, and they're all part of both those constructions. So for more than 70 years, the Blanchet House and Farm have been forefront of serving people in need with dignity. People who are experiencing homelessness, struggling with addiction, challenged by physical and mental disabilities, poverty, and loneliness. By serving people no matter what, and by serving them with dignity, Blanchet House is a place people can trust. Our doors are open without judgment and remain open until someone is ready to walk through it and to change their lives. Our executive director, Mr. Scott Kerman, is here today. He's done a fabulous job along with his staff of getting our message out to everywhere and everybody. So he is here to share more about how we're connecting with our community and adapting to the increasing challenges experienced by the people that we serve. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Kerman.
Good morning. It is just so great to see you all here today. It just fills me with so much joy to bring us all together as a community. I want to share with you a thank you card that we received from a gentleman who receives meals with us. And he dropped this off about a month or so ago when he came to a meal. And it's addressed to Blanchet House staff and volunteers. It says, "Thank you!" exclamation mark. I moved this Friday to permanent housing. I could not have done it without the many meals I have eaten there and the excellent people helping to do that. Thank you for the clothes and supplies. Forever grateful, Jared. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? There's a lot that I love about this note. You know, first and foremost, that Jared is moving into permanent housing, because that in the end is what it's all about, helping folks get off the streets, back to the lives that they want to lead. But I want to talk about this part here. I could not have done it without the many meals I have eaten there and the excellent people. The excellent people. Who are the excellent people? Well, let's do a little audience participation. Raise your hand if you have ever volunteered at Blanchet House to serve a meal or hand out clothing. Raise your hand. Keep them up. Keep them up. Now raise your hand if you've ever made a sack lunch, if you've ever helped to put together a care kit, if you've ever donated clothing. Keep those hands up. Raise your hand if you've ever purchased something off of our Amazon wish list, some of the many supplies that we hand out. Raise your hand if you've ever donated money, because we can't do it without money. See, thank you for the many meals I have eaten there and the excellent people that make it happen. See, it's not just about the food. It's never been just about the food. It's about the community in which we serve this food. It's the community that wraps its arms around the meals. It's the volunteers who show up day after day to serve the meals, volunteers who get to know the people who come to us for food, get to know them by name. And this is so important. It's so important because there is a lot of community insecurity in the neighborhood and the people that we serve meals to. Now, the idea of community insecurity might be new to you. You know about food insecurity, you know about housing insecurity. Community insecurity refers to the fact that so many people who live in poverty, whether they're sheltered or unsheltered, housed or unhoused, they experience a lot of loneliness in their life, a lot of isolation. This is certainly true of the people who come to us for meals who live in low-income housing, SROs, and shelters in the Old Town District. Many of those individuals are elderly, many are physically disabled. These are populations that suffer from a greater level of loneliness and isolation. I'm sure you can understand the impact feelings of loneliness and isolation have on a person's mental health, their emotional well-being. But did you also know that loneliness and isolation affects your physical health as well? I just read the other day that just sharing meals with other people like we're doing here this morning can lower your risk for heart disease. Imagine that. And so that's why for us, it's not just about the food, but it's about the community in which we're sharing these meals, giving people a chance for connection and community that they may not get elsewhere in their lives. And why is this really important? Yes, for their emotional well-being, yes, for their physical health, but because that community can lead to hope. So many of the people we serve don't have much hope. They don't feel like they matter. They feel invisible. Some of them may even feel worthless. But when they see the community that comes together to provide meals and clothing and other services, when they get to know our volunteers, when they get to know our peer support specialists and they form those connections, it tells them that there are people out there in the community who do think of them, who do have compassion for them, who do give of themselves, their time, their energy, even their treasure. That there are people out here in our community who say you do matter. There is reason to have hope, and you're worth something to us. You being here today is telling the people we serve that they are worth something to you. And I'm excited today to find out exactly how much they are worth to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you, Scott. I just have to commend him. You know, I've been around for a while, and there are a lot of folks I recognize, but the good thing is there are just so many new people here supporting the Blanchet House, and a lot of that goes to Scott Kerman and our staff. So give Scott another round of applause. Thank you. Join me now in learning about the beautiful Blanchet Farm. The 62-acre farm, located about an hour outside of Portland, is a one-of-a-kind place for people to build recovery surrounded by nature and animals. Let's watch.
None of our animals anymore, none of our birds or anything, have their wings clipped or anything. So if they wanted to fly off, they could take off and go. But none of them want to. They get fresh water in their ponds every day, fresh water and plenty of food to eat and a safe place to stay. So it's kind of like the guys. You get here and then they don't want to go.
I'd had anything from 2 years sobriety to 2 minutes and everything in between multiple times. I remember going to a detox, and I remember in the detox they had like a case manager or somebody that helped out with stuff, and I remember her sitting down chatting with me, and she had these brochures, and she was talking about these different places, and she'd mentioned Blanchet Farms.
I don't think there's been a guy that's ever came here that hasn't been nervous when they come up to this farm, because you don't know what to think. You don't know what's going to happen.
When I'd first got here, didn't have anything to feel good about. Not a single solitary thing. But the bigger thing is man, I gotta fix something. I gotta build something. That's a big deal. You know, that's something to finally feel good about again. In the animals, that's a whole nother level of stuff for us to take care of something when we hadn't even been taking care of ourselves. Animals are unconditional love.
It's not like a typical treatment center, and the animals are so therapeutic to the guys. It doesn't happen anywhere else in the United States that I know of, and it changes guys completely. These are our newest residents. The birds, the ornery ones. The animals, once you start caring for them and you know that they rely on you every day, and then you see their personalities and stuff and you get to understand what's going on with them, it makes it a completely different place. The amazing thing about this place is that when you're new, you walk in the door, I'd say within an hour, you got 3 guys that are already your friends. I mean, it's just that much of a family type situation. So when you come in, you're welcomed like a brother. You know, it makes it a lot easier to work through things.
The farm is just so unique. It is absolutely unique. You know, I'm the manager here, but I'm also one of these guys. You know, I went through it, and it's amazing how well that it's peers basically running this. It's another guy just like you, and it's amazing how well that works. It's just the whole idea behind this concept is just brilliant.
This place is very special. I mean, it's helped a lot of people and it's going to help a lot more.
What a powerful video. And I know the 2 gentlemen that starred in this, Ross and Ron, are sitting right over there. Gentlemen, will you stand up, please, and be recognized? Ross and Ron. They save lives every day. And I've got a little surprise. We actually had a surprise raffle that some of you didn't know about. And the largest pig you have there is down in the lobby. And the O'Hanlon family won, so congratulations, Jim. Christensen's, you were second. You can have one of the piglets. Anyway. For those of you joining online, if at any time you have trouble getting registered or making donations, please call our help number shown at the bottom of your screen at 503-241-4340, extension 109. And also you can look at our email to get that connection. So we've got an amazing program ahead. Please help me welcome back our favorite fundraising ambassador with Markham Auction Agency, Misty Markham. Here we are, Misty.
Thank you, Rich. How's it going, everybody? It's so nice to finally meet you in the flesh. For those of you who've joined us the last few years, Rich and I have been, on the virtual screen, but this is way more fun. And for our virtual viewers, welcome back. We're so happy to have you. Thank you all for spending your morning with us. This is such a great cause, and I'm really, really, really heartened to see how many of you agree with me. So thank you. I appreciate that. Folks, we have a wonderful program prepared for your giving pleasure today. And if you feel inspired later after hearing the wonderful stories that we'll tell to give gifts, please do. And please give generously, because your support is what makes this work happen. So, if you are joining us virtually, you can just simply select the amount you wish to give on your screen. Again, call help if you need us. And for those of you in the room, would you oblige me by taking your bid card in your hand at this time? This is your freebie. Take your bid card and just simply wave it in the air. Everybody, take your bid card, find it. It's a good time to just locate it, make sure it's close by. That simple demonstration right there is the action that demonstrates your support for Blanchet House and Farm today. So please keep your bid cards nearby. I will have a team on the floor around the room helping me see you, because you're a little bit in the dark for me. So if I'm not seeing you, make sure to get their attention so that we do. Your support today alleviates the suffering experienced by people living on the streets. And so, again, I'm very happy to have you with us. It allows Blanchet House the opportunity to continue to provide a compassionate environment where people find community, connection, food, clothing, and long recovery. And I hear we have some good friends to meet next. Yes, Rich?
Well, before that, I just want to thank our virtual sponsors. We already, donors who already have some money come in, and we appreciate that. So we'll keep going.
Yeah.
So indeed, now we'd like you to introduce you to 2 very special people whose lives have been changed thanks to the Blanchet House community. Let's watch the video.
There's so much shame involved with anyone in active addiction. When I first started coming here, I was homeless. I lived in a shed. I couldn't make it to doctor's appointments. I couldn't figure out how to make a meal, even if I had it available. And I didn't feel like I was presentable enough to go anywhere indoors. So this was an opportunity for people to embrace me wherever I was in my life.
When you get in the position when you're not doing well, you can only see the bad. You can't see the good, and you think that everybody just hates you and that you're the worst person in the world. A human being can't thrive unless they have a sense of purpose.
People start working when they move in here, and that's a really incredible opportunity for people. They get to do something productive and feel like they have a purpose in their lives. And for me, like, I got a message of hope from the community here. Everyone was just so kind and generous with me, and I saw that they did the same with other people.
The difference between traditional treatment programs and the Blanchet House is this is going to recharge you. It's going to rejuvenate you. It has so much to offer somebody who wants to restart their life. The supervisor told me, he says, "We want to do dishes." And I said, "Sure." And I just loved it. I could be by myself, engaging in the work, because work is spiritually significant. I just wanted to do dishes. I literally wanted to just, get in there and knock the stuff off the dishes and spin around and, do the cups and get stuff going and put stuff through and carry stuff over, just nonstop rapid action, and I love doing that. Yeah.
When I was a diner here, my dignity was restored. I felt like I could walk in here in any condition and someone would help me, embrace me, or ask me how they could help.
Well, a person could come in here, especially the ones that are really troubled, that are homeless, suffering from addiction and mental health issues, and they eat and they get handed food by a volunteer who's full of love and compassion for them. It might not change overnight, but seeds get planted. They may be struggling, but they feel love. And that person might come back another day and have a little bit better of an attitude, and they just start coming and they get involved in the process. And I believe that that's the thing here at Blanchet House that really works.
Donating a meal or clothing or money doesn't only affect directly the people who are involved in getting those services, but it also just gives a message of hope for the whole community. I'm glad that now I can be the person who can share with another person, I know where you've been and I understand, and it takes little baby steps. Sometimes it takes an overhaul of everything that you're doing with your life right now. That's one of the great things about the social services in Portland, is that there is a way to change everything all at once. And a person on their own cannot do that. That's the huge difference in my life today, is that I'm allowing good things to happen. And Blanchet House has made that possible.
I never thought I'd be sober. I never thought that things would turn around. Ultimately, the ground floor objective is to provide people who can't provide for themselves. And they treat you very dignified. And it just is incredible.
Please give a huge round of applause for Diane and John, who are with us today. I thought it interesting that Diane is now a peer support specialist, and she helps folks at Blanchet House as well as other locations all around. She's a friend to the friendless and a ray of sunshine in their lives. So congratulations, Diane. And John, thank you so much for being with us. So today, folks, you have the opportunity to help more people like Diane and John on their path out of homelessness, out of addiction, out of hunger. I know we all believe that that's a value that as a community we should stand for. So please do. All gifts at this level are tax deductible, so please give with wild abandon. Our first level of giving is $10,000. Who will be a Blanchet House benefactor today with a $10,000 gift? And I'll tell you who. BP Lester and Regina John Foundation this morning open us with a leadership gift of $10,000. Please give them a huge round of applause. Yes. And joining them are Mike and Cheryl Sebula. So please, let's say thank you to our two $10,000 donors. I don't want to miss anyone else that might be in the room with a $10,000 gift. So if you'd like to give, please raise your paddle high and proud. Thank you for your consideration. Folks, let's give it up for our $10,000 donors. Thank you so much. Rich, what could $10,000 do to move the needle for Blanchet House?
Well, last year, the Blanchet House was able to reopen our free kitchen to indoor dining after serving all food-to-go meals during the pandemic. A $10,000 gift can do great things for our guests, like provide 5,000 meals in the cafe. It could also fund wraparound services like support staff, peer specialists, clean clothing, and pet care clinics.
So as you can see, gifts of all sizes make a huge impact. Folks, our next level of giving is $5,000. Who would like to lend a helping hand at $5,000? Thank you, donor 119, giving generously. Thank you, donor 191 with a $5,000 gift. Donor 132, thank you. Donor 144 says yes. Donor 187 giving $5,000, clap them on. Donor 152, thank you. Donor 107, thank you so much. Donor 212 joining us, as well as donor 236, folks. Incredible. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank John Hubbard on behalf of AWS Elemental, Andrew Rowe, all giving $5,000, BP Lester and Regina John Foundation giving their second gift of the morning, as well as one anonymous donor joining with a $5,000 gift. So let's say thank you to all of our $5,000 gifts. Meanwhile, Rich, tell us how $5,000 could help.
Well, as you saw in the video about Blanchet Farm, the men living there regained health and hope with the support of Ross and also with Ron. Your $5,000 donation can give men a second chance at the Blanchet Farm. We can heal families with your gift today.
That's right. And one more round of applause, please, for all of our 5,000 and above donors. That was a very good showing. Thank you. Our next level of giving today is $2,500. Won't you lend a helping hand with a $2,500 gift? Who will join us? Anyone today at $2,500. Thank you. Donor 315 says yes. Donor 328 joining us with $2,500. Thank you. 197 says yes. Will anyone else join us today with $2,500? All right, I'd like to thank Ware Real Estate for a $2,500 gift, as well as Development Chair Diane and Rick Whitten.
Right over there.
We have, where are we? Another one? Oh, thank you, Roberto. Donor 324, I'm so sorry, you're in the shade for me. Donor 324 also joining us. Thank you so much.
But you still have to take the pig, O'Hanlon's, you still have to take the pig that's down in the lobby. Just don't forget that.
Rich, how could $2,500 gifts help?
I'm sure you've witnessed someone in need of the Blanchet Transitional Housing Program on your drive here today. The crisis is in plain sight. Your $2,500 gift can provide safe shelter nights, fund months of healing recreation for our residents, or purchase supplies for men who are returning to school or starting a new trade job.
Yes, absolutely. These are worthy investments all. I'd like to recognize an online donor right now. Thank you, Thomas Dennis Sullivan, with a $2,500 gift joining us from home. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Folks, let's give one last round of applause for all of our $2,500 donors. Aren't they doing good work? And if you are joining us online, you can drop your praise and clapping in the chat. That's how we do it there. All right, folks, enjoy the next level, which is $1,000. And I'm here to tell you that at this level, we have an incentive drawing. Every $1,000 gift given today will be entered into this incentive drawing. 2 of you lucky $1,000 donors will be drawn at random to receive our gift of a handmade Damascus steel knife set and woodblock made with love at Blanchet Farm. So this is fabulous. Who will join us today with a $1,000 gift? Thank you. Donor 239 says yes. Donor 161, thank you. Donor 227, donor 335, thank you. Donor 107 with a $1,000 gift. Excuse me. Yes. 3. Gosh, the lights are tough. 316, thank you so much. Donor 228 says yes. Donor 320, thank you so much for your $1,000 gift. Donor 118, thank you. Donor 286, is that Bob? Hi, Bob Speltz. How are you? Donor 263 says yes. Donor 210, thank you. Donor 326. Donor, is it 234? 224, excuse me, 224. Thank you. You can keep clapping, it's okay. Donor 262, thank you. Donor 323, thank you so much. Donor 246, giving generously at $1,000. Donor 148, thank you. Donor 271, donor 101. Will anyone else join us with $1,000? That was incredible. I'd also like to say thank you to Columbia Bank, Tillamook Creamery Association, RBC Wealth Management, Emily Coleman, New Seasons, Baron Liebman, and Wyden and Kennedy coming in with 2 $1,000 gifts. So let's give everyone a round of applause at the $1,000 level. How can $1,000?
Can I add one more to that?
Of course.
My old high school roommate back in Fargo, North Dakota, lives in Prescott, Arizona, and Thomas Rutten just gave us $1,000 from Arizona today.
Thank you so much, Thomas Rutten. Right on. How can $1,000 help us?
Well, as we say, the hot meals and friendship are back, and seniors living in the area who don't have access to a kitchen come and have their meals at the Blanchet House. They also can fund peer specialists who refer women to emergency shelters and put them in a cab right away to protect them from harm.
Very important work, for sure. Again, I'm going to just check online, make sure we're not missing anything. So Thomas Rutten, if you're out there, we thank you so much for your $1,000 gift. Folks, let's put our hands together for all of our $1,000 donors today. And let's find out who our lucky incentive donor will be. All right, all of you who just gave, I'm mixing it up so it's fair. And today's lucky donor is donor, what does that say? 375? 375. You are our lucky donor, number 1. Do we have a second donor? Where are you? Donor 375. There we go. And we've got donor 224. So congratulations to our lucky donors today. That was excellent work. Our next level of giving is at $500, and I'm really excited to tell you that thanks to the Ed Codoro Fund of Oregon Community Foundation, they'll be matching the first, count them, 30 gifts today, doubling your $500 and turning it magically into $1,000 of impact for Blanchet House. So who will change the world with us today with a $500 gift? Thank you. Donor 239, giving a second time. Appreciate you. Donor 220, thank you. Donor 186 says yes. Donor 266, thank you. Donor 266, again? Second gift, thank you. We appreciate you guys. Donor 186, donor 160, donor 322, thank you. Donor 194, 226, donor 198, thank you so much. Donor 235, giving generously. Remember, all gifts are being doubled. Donor 240, thank you. 358, donor 159, 245, thank you so much. Donor 116 says yes. Donor 203, donor 354, donor 358, donor 304, donor 355, clap them on. 115 says yes. Donor 135, thank you. Donor 121, donor 193, donor 316, 295, 330. I feel like you guys haven't had enough love. Donor 319, thank you. Donor 188 also joining us today with a $500 gift. Look at this. We're being joined online by John and Valerie Harrington with a $500 gift. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I want to say thank you to a few people. Baird Financial, Tillamook Creamery again with their second gift, as well as RBC Wealth Management also giving a second gift at this level. How can $500 help us?
Well, your $500 gift can provide an entire day's meal service in the cafe or help fund trauma-informed training for peer specialists and staff at the Blanchet House. So thank you very much.
Woo! Right on. I have a little update. The winning donor from our incentive earlier was actually 335 because I couldn't read the ticket. So it's been clear now. It's 335.
335
yes.
Out there.
So clerks, how are we doing with our match? We met the match. Folks, we met the match with your help this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's really pretty incredible, folks. I love it. Thank you so much. That brings us to this next fun level of $369. But before we get there, Rich is going to share with us some fun things.
I have no idea how we got that number, but one reason the farm helps men recover is that they are surrounded by animals and healing nature. Caring for the pigs, the goats, the dogs, and the chickens help residents regain self-worth and soft skills needed to re-enter the job force. It's hard to measure the amount of healing that a naughty little goat named Shirley provides, but we'll start with $369 a month.
Yeah. We've got a cute little video to watch, I think, right here that is going to introduce you again to some of our adorable animals.
Oh, hi, I'm Miko, and I live at Blanchet Farm. I take care of the men and other animals here. I have to make sure Ron is okay, so I follow him wherever he goes. He needs my help a lot. Sometimes he doesn't let me come inside, so I wait. Oscar is one of the oldest animals in the farm. He loves when the guys feed him treats like pie. And here's Molly the barn cat. She sleeps near him. Tulip is Oscar's partner, but she can be a real pig with treats. Shirley came to live here last year with her sister Laverne. She's kind of a handful, always jumping on things. But she makes the guys laugh a lot. I've seen guys sit with her for hours. Sometimes they try to take her on a walk with a leash. Good luck. I keep the chickens safe so the guys can collect eggs. I try to watch the ducks, but they're always running away from me. I don't know why. Thanks for visiting us at the farm.
Isn't Shirley adorable? So folks, if you're animal lovers like me and you would like to support more of this type of interaction that seems so healing and wonderful, let's do it. $369 is our next level, and to sweeten the pot and inspire even more generosity, every one of you will be entered into another incentive drawing. One of you will be selected to receive some limited edition Blanchet Farm honey that was harvested right at the farm. So, $369. Who's in? Thank you. Donor 128 says yes. Donor 357 joins us. Donor 303, thank you. Donor 317, thank you. 336, giving generously, thank you so much. Donor 273, thank you. Donor 106, giving generously, $369. Donor 349, thank you. Donor 234, giving generously. Donor 155, clap them on, everybody. Donor 101, giving again, thank you. Donor 198, giving at $369. And Thomas Rutten giving a second gift online for $369. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tunes.
That was incredible. So let's find out who the lucky donor that will be receiving all of this lovely Blanchet Farm honey will be. Are you ready to find out? Can we get a drum roll, please? All right, today's lucky donor, is Thomas Rutten, our online donor.
That's my
Thank you
friend
so
from Prescott,
much.
Arizona.
That's incredible.
All right.
Folks, please give a huge round of applause for all of our $369 donors and above. Thank you so much for playing. Our last and final formal level of giving today is at $100. And if you've already given, thank you so much. Know you can give again. For those of you who haven't given, please consider giving now. Who will join us with $100 of support for Blanchet House? Thank you. Donor 172 says yes. Let's start over here. Donor 122, thank you. Donor 142. Donor 185. 150, thank you so much. Donor 327. 225, thank you. Donor 122. Donor 202, thank you. Donor 178. Donor 221. 125. 774, thank you. Donor 164, donor 178, donor 221, donor 125, this is incredible. Donor 213, thank you. Donor 126, donor 294, donor 338. In the way back, will you hold your bid card even higher? Thank you. Donor 340, donor 129, donor 249, 296. Clap them on, everybody. 280, 140, 175. Thank you. Donor 332. Thank you so much. Donor 184 says yes. 231. Thank you. 347, 137, 110. Thank you. Donor 308. Donor 189, donor 133, 301, 305, thank you. Donor 341, this is all at $100. Donor 147, 217, 216, thank you. Donor 156 says yes. Donor 165, 310, thank you. Donor 130 joining us with $100 of support. Donor 274, if you're not giving, you should be clapping. Donor 292, donor 136, thank you. 260, giving twice. I like your style, thank you. Donor 158. Donor 289, thank you so much. Donor 259, we appreciate you. Donor 167, giving 2 times. Giving twice. We like your style. Thank you so much. Donor 166, giving 2 times. Donor 195, thank you. Donor 209. Donor 299. Donor 154, I love it. Donor 108. Donor 229. Donor 248. Donor 272. 176. 278. We love all of you. Thank you. Donor 104. Donor 342. Donor 199. Donor 342 gives again. Donor 247. Donor 201. Did I miss anyone? Donor 205. Folks, put your hands together. That was incredible. Thank you so much. You know, they told me you were going to be plentiful in number. They told me you were going to be lovely. What they didn't tell me was how generous you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was unbelievable. I would like to say thank you to our virtual donors who are joining us right now. Jean Hester with a $100 gift. Brian Wagstaff, thank you. We could not move the needle without your support, folks, so thank you so much. All right, if you prefer to give a custom amount with a lot more zeros than I asked for, you can do that. You can also give anonymously. Just let the folks, friendly folks that checked you in, know. They'll add that to your bill. For those of you at home, there's that custom button amount. You can just enter whatever dollar amount you want with as many zeros as you want. We highly encourage that you do that. Thank you, everyone. Let's give ourselves one more big round of applause for being generous.
So I just want to say, Misty, I am so impressed with 2 things. Number 1, your eyesight. And number 2, you know your numbers, and we all appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, I do, get paid for accuracy.
So $100 gift can do many things for the Blanchet House, like providing water during our heat waves, warm gloves and hats during the winter, and shoes for the shoeless.
Yeah. You're right. And right now, we're moving into a video.
Okay.
So service to others is the beating heart of Blanchet, folks. Take a look.
For 71 years, Blanchet House has been on a mission to alleviate suffering and offer hope for a better life by serving essential aid with dignity. Thank you for contributing to this collective goal. The Lend a Helping Hand Brunch has been a formal way to celebrate and recognize all those who have had a significant impact on the organization and on the people that we are honored to serve. The Blanchet House staff have selected 4 award recipients for their dedication to our mission and community.
Blanchet House founder Jim O'Hanlon presented the Father Kennard Award to retiring board member Dan Petrusich. For more than 20 years, Dan's leadership has helped steer Blanchet House and made it possible for us to build a new, larger facility to better serve those in need. The Service Award was presented to the University of Portland School of Nursing leadership team, along with President Kelly. Through its outstanding nursing faculty and students, the UP School of Nursing brings its spirit of innovation and community health care to Blanchet House residents and meal guests. The Founders Award was presented to Emily Harrington and Kelly Fox, the founders of the Harrington Health Clinic located inside Blanchet House. The nurse-led clinic cares for the residents of Blanchet House, like Tony. They also hold monthly foot care clinics for our guests experiencing homelessness. The Al Riley Award was presented to Pacific Coast Fruit Company's David Namarnik and Nancy Brugado by resident John Anderson. Pacific Coast Fruit employs Blanchet House residents like John, giving them a second chance. They also donate tons of fresh fruit and vegetables. We wouldn't be able to serve without their continued support.
Thank you to our honorees for their invaluable contributions of time, resources, and care. Through acts of support, both on an individual and collective level, Blanchet House continues to thrive and carry out its mission of supporting those most in need.
So, our award winners, please stand and be recognized, and thank you very much. How about award winners at this table? We've got Mr. O'Hanlon and Petrusich. We've got University of Portland, the pilots are in the house. Emily Harrington. Dave Namarnik, I know you're right back there. Who am I missing? And Nancy Brugado also. Thank you very much. So where are we?
Yeah, now the time we've all been waiting for. This is actually quite heavy. So I'm going to hand it to you. Thank you. This is the raffle that you all sold out so early in the game. I'm very impressed with you all. But there are 2 winners tonight for this raffle. The first winner that we draw will be winning the Hawaiian getaway. That sounds so lovely when it's 37 degrees and raining, doesn't it? And also the Mother's Bistro experience is our second winner. So, Rich, do you mind doing the honors and drawing our winner for us?
I just got to find our ticket. Hold on a second.
We put glue on his ticket so it would stick to his finger.
Okay. Kristen Thiel.
Kristen
Thiel.
Thiel, you are going
Kristen,
to Hawaii.
Where are you?
Kristen may not even be in this room. Kristen may be online or somewhere else.
Well.
So Kristen, congratulations and have a wonderful time in Hawaii. If you need a buddy to accompany you, I'm your girl.
Yeah. We'd like to thank Peter Northrup and his wife for that generous
Thank you so much. The Mother's Experience raffle winner is...
I know I'm in here somewhere.
The one with blue.
Mitchell Conduit.
Mitchell, congratulations.
C-U-N-D-I-T.
All right, let's give our raffle winners a huge round of applause. Thank you all so much for your support and your unwavering generosity today. I cannot thank you enough for all of that. So congratulations, aloha, bon appetit. And thank you to our generous donors, Cassie and Peter Northrup, Alaska Airlines, and Mother's Bistro for donating. Yes. So folks, how did you feel about how our longtime host and MC, Mr. Rich Ulrich, did today? He's a pretty good MC, right? Yeah. I'd also like to have one big round of applause for our floor event team as well as the AV department for making the sound so good. To our virtual viewers, thank you so much. I hope to see you next year. And for the rest of you, thank you so much. I had a great time with you this morning. I look forward to seeing you next year as well.
How about a round of applause? Misty Markham and the Markham Auction Agency. So this has been an exciting event. I hope you all had a great time. And we made some differences in lives today, and we thank you very much for your generosity. You're changing lives in Old Town and out at the Blanchet Farm. And again, Misty, thank you for your support. This is our third year in a row that we've had Misty up here, and she's just fabulous. She kind of holds it all together for me. I'd like to thank, again, to John and Diane for sharing their stories. About a round of applause for our donors and our sponsors. The event would not have been possible without all of you. We appreciate your support. At this time, I would ask that any current or emeritus board members please stand and thank and everybody, let's give a round of applause for our emeritus board members, current board members. Emily Harrington, come on. Diane. But while I'm at it, I want to recognize a few of the wives of our founders who are still with us. They are Josephine Moore, wife of John Moore, Mary Ellen Moore, wife of Tom Moore, and Anne Marie Harrington, wife of Dan Harrington. And I know Anne Marie is sitting right over there. So the wives of our founders helped cook and supported the Blanchet events early on. We want to also not forget Terry O'Hanlon, wife of Jim O'Hanlon, who passed away last year. I know that she never misses a party, and I know she's here at this event right now in spirit. So how about a round of applause for all of our Blanchet founders, wives, emeritus board member. So again, I want to thank you for your generosity and your solid support of the Blanchet House. And it's just amazing to see all your faces and to think of all the good works we're now going to be able to do because of your generosity. A couple of housekeeping things that I need to pass on. If you did not go through the checkout line, I know we had a little problem back there. We'll get that worked out for next year. But if you did not go through and check out, you do not need to go through the checkout line if you swiped your card as you entered. But if you didn't swipe your card, we ask that you go back to the tables. It should be a lot easier at this time. And again, if you have any questions, you can always contact Meg at the Blanchet House. And we hope to get email receipts out to you within 5 days. And that concludes our program, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just amazed. And as always, God bless all of you, and God bless the Blanchet House of Hospitality. Thank you for generosity. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for being here.
Bye.